Namaste, everybody, and welcome to our half-an-hour session for 2025. Our first one for 2025. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Well, it is going to be a good one. Okay, we just put the intention out there. It's going to be a good year this year. Okay, so let's just sit up and tall, nice and tall. You can either sit on a chair or you can sit cross-legged on your mat. So just resting your hands onto your thighs, closing your eyes. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Deep sigh out your mouth. Breathing in. And release. And once more, breathe in. And let it go. Okay, and then bring your right hand onto your navel, left hand onto your upper chest, and just feel your body from within. Feel your inner energy field. And then all I want you to do is just reflect on the last couple of weeks. Think of all those moments and experiences that you had that brought you great gratitude and appreciation. Just visualize them and then move your attention to the center of your chest and just say thank you, thank you, thank you for those experiences. Thank you for those moments. Allow yourself to feel that elevated emotion of gratitude and appreciation. Now just giving gratitude for your beautiful and amazing body. Just feel your entire body, feel your body from within, and just say thank you to your body. Giving gratitude for everything that you have in your life, all the material things. Giving gratitude to all the people in your life. Giving gratitude for the gift of life and for the fact that you exist. Make a mental note of how this frequency feels. Allow it to be your dominant frequency. And if you feel like you're not in this frequency, just move to thinking about all the things that you can be grateful for. You have a roof over your head, you have food to eat, and you have people who love you. Now just saying to yourself, the beauty of nature I live with, the beauty of nature I live by, and the beauty of nature upon which I base my life. And feel that throughout your entire body. Allow it to sink into your bones, into every cell of your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. And let it go. Just be still and feel your body from within. Okay, well done. Open the eyes. And then let's lie down on our mats now. Just take a deep breath in, take both arms above your head, give your body a good stretch, and then just point and flex your feet, point and flex. Bringing both knees in towards your chest and just hug them in. Gently rocking from side to side, just easing out your spine. And then placing your feet onto the floor, take your feet as wide as your mat, and then your arms out to the sides, palms down. And let's just take those knees to the right and knees to the left. And just keep going, just moving from right to left and left to right. Just an easy movement, nothing strenuous, just easing into this movement. Okay, let's do one more over to the right. And then let's just hold the right side. Push your left hand down into the floor and just allow your left shoulder blade to lift. Squeeze your glutes, arch your spine. And then coming back to center, and then let's go over to the left and do the same. So you push your right hand down into the floor, squeeze of glutes, arch your back. Well done. Coming back to center, and then just take your knees to the right and knees to the left. Knees to the right and knees to the left. And then bring your knees back to center. And now I want you to straighten your legs along the floor. Keeping your hands where they are, and you're going to use your hands. We're going to push that right heel down, keep your legs straight, and then just a little lift. So you want to squeeze the glutes and a little lift. It doesn't have to be hard. Using your right hand, push it down into the floor and bring it down, and then going over to the other side. So squeeze your left glute, lift it slightly off your mat, push your left hand down into the floor, push your left heel into the floor, and then come back and then go to the right again and back and to the left, and then just keep moving from right to left and left to right. And then do your last one on the left and just relax your body. Okay, now we're going to bring the legs together, and you're going to cross your right leg over your left. So crossing your right foot over your left foot, and then still keeping your hands where they are, just gently taking those feet to the right and then to the left. So it's actually quite similar. Using your hands to push into the floor. Well done. And then release. And then now crossing your left foot over your right foot. And then moving those feet to the right and to the left. Well done. And then just release your legs and bend your knees. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug them in. Gently rocking from side to side. And then let's take the hands behind the back of the knees and do a little rock and come up. Well done. We're going to bring the soles of your feet together, knees go out to the sides, and then just gently rocking from side to side. Remember, we're not holding onto the feet. We're not trying to round the shoulders. Lift the chest. You can hold your ankles and just do a little rock. Just gently. And then coming to center and then just gently bounce the legs. Remember, if sitting like this, if it's very uncomfortable, sit on a cushion to lift those hips up so you don't put any pressure on your lower back. Okay, well done. Just do a little rock from side to side. And then coming to center, let's bring those knees together. Hug your knees towards your chest. Well done. And let's come on to all fours. And do our usual, our cat and cow. So bringing your hands slightly forward to a nice angle. And hands are back, shoulder width apart, knees hip, breathing in, looking up, belly down. And exhale, rounding the spine. Breathing in, looking up. And breathing out, rounding the spine, looking down. Breathing in, looking up. And exhale, rounding the spine. And just keep going, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Okay, let's do one more. Breathe in. As you breathe out, round the spine and just hold it here. Squeeze your glutes. And let the breath flow. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Push the palm of your hands firmly down into the floor. Draw the belly in. Squeeze your glutes. Well done. Now tuck the toes under and then just draw your sitting bones towards your heels. See if you can bring your forehead down to the floor. If you can't, then just bend the elbows and rest the forehead onto the floor. Feel all the weight pushing onto your toes and give your toes a good stretch. Feeling your armpits opening up, spreading your fingers wide. Think of lengthening, think of extending. Well done. Now walk your hands back and put some more pressure on those toes. Okay, so they might be a little bit sore, so go gently and then do a little rock from side to side maybe. And I know for some of you this is really painful, so just be gentle. Okay, and then slowly coming up. Maybe you can sit on your heels. If that's not possible, just keep your hands on the floor. Okay, well done. Now bring your hands down to the floor and then just take them further so your shoulders are kind of directly in line with the wrists. And then we're just going to move the knees together, flatten the feet, give those feet a little rest, and then just move your hips to the right and then to the left, and to the right, and to the left. Just moving from side to side. And remember, if you find your knees take a bit of strain, then just place a blanket or cushion underneath the knees. Well done. Coming to center. Now take the knees wide apart, big toes touching. Draw your sitting bones towards your heels. And then slide your hands forward. Spread those fingers wide. Bring your forehead down. And if you find that you can't, then bend your forearms. Rest one forearm on top of the other. Rest your forehead onto the forearms. Or you can use two fists. Okay, we want the head to relax. So it's not straining. If you can get your head on the floor, then do that. Coming up onto your fingertips. So you're lifting the palm of your hands off your mat. It's like you're holding a ball in your hand. Well done. And then slowly walking your hands back and you come up sitting on your heels again. And then taking your hands behind you. Remember, if you cannot do that, bring your hands in front or bring your hands behind. If you want to go down onto your forearms, you can do that. I'm just going to stay here for now. Okay, well done. Then bring your hands in front of you, knees wide, feet wide. And remember this one from last year, our squat, where we lift the knees up. So maybe the hands need to go into the floor and maybe the heels have to lift, and that's fine. So you can either experience the squat like this or bring your heels down and palms together. So do whatever's comfortable for you. You're going to breathe in through your nose, out your mouth. Breathe in and release. Once more, breathe in and let it go. And let's just experience that squat here. Well done. Hands on the floor. Then walking your hands now, and we're going to come into plank pose. Shoulders in line with your wrists, and I want you to squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze those glutes, and then push. Feel the arms as if they're pushing away from each other. Spread your fingers wide. Well done. And now lift your sitting bones up and move into your downward dog, and just slowly walking your feet out on the spot, putting some pressure on the toes, on the balls of your feet. Drawing both heels down, gently pushing on those hands. So it's almost like a little bounce happening, just gently pushing on them, feeling your torso working towards your thighs, thighs working towards your hamstrings, and your hamstrings are working back. Well done. And then breathe into plank pose. And we squeeze those glutes. So we squeeze them nice and firmly, nice and tight. Feel the thighs squeezing as well. And then exhale to downward dog. Breathing into plank pose, squeeze. Exhale, downward dog. And do one more squeeze. And exhale, downward dog. Well done. Let's bring the knees to the floor, knees wide apart, big toes touching. Bring your forehead down. Spreading those fingers nice and wide. And walking your hands back and coming up. So you either bring your hands in front or let's bring them behind. Okay, well done. And then let's release and sit on our mats with the knees bent. So you're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left leg. And just placing your hands behind you. So you can adjust, you can bring that left foot in a little bit. Or if it's too much, you just shuffle it forward. And if you want to, you can come up onto your fingertips. But if you find, oh, that's a little bit much, then you just flatten your hands. Okay. And then we're just going to take the knee over to the right, and then over to the left, over to the right, and over to the left. And just keep going. Well done. Let's do one more to the left. And then release that leg. And then let's go left foot over right. And just hold it here. Remember, you can adjust and come up onto your fingertips. Lift your chest if you want to really move into a little deeper. Or if you find, oh, that's a bit much, then you flatten your hands. Remember, just check what's right for your body. And then just moving your knees over to the right, to the left. Well done. And then coming to center, release the leg. And let's push the hands onto the knees. And we're going to slowly roll the body down onto our mats. Nice and slow. And bring both knees in towards your chest. Just hug them in. So I'll rock from side to side. Placing your feet onto the floor. And very similar, you're just going to cross your right foot over that left thigh, and then bring your hands behind the back of the knee and just gently give it a pull in. Just a gentle pull. Okay, then release your hands down to the floor. Bring your left foot down to the floor, and then just take your knees over to the right and over to the left. So it's quite this very similar. This time you're lying down. Just a nice little movement. Okay, and then coming to center, release that leg and let's go with the left. Slide your hands behind the back of the knee and just do a little pull in. And release and place your foot onto the floor and take your knees over to the right and over to the left. And just keep going. Yeah, well done. And coming to center, release. And now just taking your feet hip distance apart, arms by your sides, palms down. You're just going to squeeze those glutes and release them. Breathe in, squeeze those glutes and let them go. And squeeze and tilt your pelvis now. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Interlacing your hands maybe if you want to, or just pushing your hands down into the floor, squeezing those glutes and tilting the pelvis. Push your big toes down into the floor and just breathe and lift, breathe and lift, breathe and lift. Take some deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, out your mouth. One more. And release. And then slowly bring your body down, squeeze the glutes, tilt that pelvis and roll the spine down. Just bring your knees towards your chest, hug them in. So I'll rock from side to side. Well done. And just straighten your legs along the floor. And bring your arms by your sides. Just close your eyes for a moment. Feel your body from within. Just feel your inner energy field. And remember all those things that you were grateful for, that frequency, true essence of your being is that high vibrational frequency. And that is your natural frequency. That is who you truly are. All you have to do is just be aware of it. It's always there. But sometimes we choose other frequencies. But just knowing that you can always move to that high vibrational frequency by just thinking about all the things that we can be grateful for. Just being aware of who you truly are. A being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine willpower. And then just taking a deep breath in through your nose. Deep sigh out your mouth. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in and let it go. And on your next breath, take both arms above your head. Give your body a good stretch. Point and flex your feet. Point and flex. Bring both knees now in towards your chest and just hug them in. Do a little rock from side to side. Take your right arm above your head. Roll over to your right side. And then slowly coming up into sitting. And you're just going to finish off with 3 shantis. So bringing the palms together, sitting up nice and tall, sitting on a chair if you feel cross-legged is a bit challenging. And then just chanting those 3 shantis and visualize them going out to all beings, to our entire planet and all the beings on our planet, sending everyone peace. Maybe you know of somebody who needs peace. Maybe you know of a country that needs some peace. Just visualize those sound waves going outwards to all beings, to our family, to our friends, to our loved ones, to our Mother Earth and all her beautiful creatures. Into the lungs, take a deep breath in. Om Shanti. 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 Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you. And all the best for 2025. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thanks so much for joining me. Thank you.